shooting this video today because it's a beautiful day out on the boosted board. You know, life is good, right? I'm shooting this video though because I got a comment the other day in a video and someone was asking, you know, what is it that you actually do? Like, I guess from the YouTube videos it could appear that I just run around all day on the boosted board.
Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
Let me get this put away here. It's a little bit windy, so it might be kind of hard to hear me. So, what is it that I actually do? Well, that's a good question, and I think that you could break my business down into probably 3 separate sections. So, number 1 is client services. So, stuff like search engine optimization, ranking my clients higher in Google, getting them leads, providing them real results, that kind of thing, right? So that's kind of where it all began. That was the start of it. So that's part 1 of what I do. That evolved into, I guess, a information marketing business, which would be probably part 2 of what I do. I'm trying to break this down in simple terms because, I mean, if you really want to evaluate, I do quite a bit. If I had to break it down like into like a general spectrum, that would be number 2. So information marketing. So I packaged up what I do in my service-based business, and now I teach other people how I do that. Learn a service and then teach other people how to perform that service. So in my case, it was search engine optimization. I just so happened to get really good at search engine optimization and then decided, hey, I'm gonna teach other people how to get good at search engine optimization too. So that'll be part 2. Part 3 kind of came into play because in my business, my service-based business, there were gaps that were missing, and I needed tools and software to assist me in facilitating these services and make my life easier. So I began to develop software. Now, when you think of developing software, you probably think like, oh, you must be programming something, right? But no, I actually don't know how to program at all. So I learned how to hire people to program stuff that I needed done. And then that evolved into its own separate business. So I now own several software companies, many of them in the 6-figure range. It's my goal to eventually get those into, you know, the 7-figure range. Right now, you know, the software companies, several of them are doing, you know, in the 6-figure range, which is great. So think of it like that, 3 separate businesses. So if you're out there and you're wondering, what can I do to start a business, or you feel like you want to be an entrepreneur, then I would say it all begins with getting really good at some type of service, okay? Because whether or not you want to provide that service, or maybe start by providing it, you can make a lot of money doing that. You can make a lot of money teaching other people your skills. So if you can master a skill, you're going to be in demand for other people wanting to know that skill, and you can get paid to teach that to them. You're like a tutor, right? Like a teacher almost. So that's what I would say. Go pick up a skill, master it, get good at it, and then you can go ahead and you can either perform that skill and charge people to do it for them, so like a done-for-you service, or you can charge people to teach them how to do that skill. And yeah, maybe you'll evolve into needing tools of your own, and you'll eventually get into that side of things too. But I would say that that would be my number 1 recommendation. And this is something that you don't have to go to school for, you know. Even if you wanted to become like a programmer, like, you don't have to go to school to become a programmer. Some of my best developers that I've ever hired are people who are self-taught, because school just doesn't prepare you for the real world, in my experience. School's not going to prepare you for meeting deadlines and coming up with you know, problems that, you know, getting faced with problems and challenges that you don't know how to solve. School's not going to be there to tell you what to do. You need to, in the real world, figure it out. You know, you can do that many of the times just by doing a simple Google search, right? Or there's a lot of like specialty forums out there. So anyways, I figured I'd shoot a video to answer this question. Beautiful day out here in West Bend. I showed you the river earlier. Out riding the boosted board, a lot of fun. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. If you dig this, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button below. I've been doing a lot of live streams as well, so if you hit that subscribe button, it'll also give you the option to hit the bell button, which will notify you when I go live on live streams, which is pretty killer, because usually when I go live, it's off the cuff and I'm teaching something. So yeah, catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Peace out.